again, it's on.
It's Hassan, Kendall Mickens, Primo, a dude named Elliot, and a weirdo. How art thou? Welcome back to Opinion Nation or Opinion Nation, one of those. Opinion Nation. We'll call it Opinion Nation. Welcome back. How's the week, man, fellas?
All good. Can't complain.
Yeah. Son?
Yes, sir. What happened?
You riding in the sun?
Yeah, man. A fly went in my mouth.
Are you smoke? Oh, a fly went in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, is that protein? Is that a thing?
It's not. Oh, you know what, man? I haven't been eating protein lately and stuff at all.
No, so maybe that's
I've
like
been
a treat.
Watermelon juice and mangoes and stuff, man. I've been like awesome. I
Okay.
ran yesterday and I was like running like a true champ, doing some sprints.
Okay, like you're gonna come in number 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Well, you think I'm playing?
I know. I hear you, brother. I hear you.
My second day out doing sprints.
Primo, man, how was the week?
Oh, it's fine, man. You know, another opportunity. Great. Trying to be in this world of greatness with all the chaos and craziness going in and just trying to stay in lane and run my race. You know what I'm saying?
Well spoken, well spoken. Kendo Mickens, unmute and magnify.
What it is, man?
What's up, bro?
It's another week. Better 6 up, than 6 down.
Yeah.
All right. Making sure everybody, all right. Make sure everybody tempo right. Elliot, how's it going in Memphis? How is the Memphisans treating you?
All good, baby.
Nice.
How is it down south?
Say it again.
How is it down south?
Oh, beautiful right now. This is the time. The weather's changing, so this is the best time of the year for me.
Right.
Yeah, autumn season.
The autumn.
Yeah, not too hot, not too cold.
Just right.
You like the autumn season, yeah?
Oh, no doubt.
You feel like a connection to it, yeah?
Well, you can get more accomplished. You know, the mosquitoes, man, they're brutal.
Okay.
Mosquitoes are brutal.
Okay, so in this era, you can get more connection out of this era.
Right on.
Well, that brings me to today's topic. A few weeks ago, our dear friend, Hassan McCullough, he expressed an idea. What was it, Kenny? Was it spiritual connection? It was spiritual.
Yeah, it was spiritual connection with your friend's ex.
Oh yeah, well that was the broader, but he had kind of given us a term, something to hang our hats on, which was spiritual connections. And so me and Kenny got to talking, and we were like, man, we need to talk about that, because that's like, I mean, how could your man's have a spiritual connection with the woman you having a carnal connection with? Like, how does that work? Y'all share? I mean, clearly. So listen.
A carnal connection?
Well, here's the thing. Today's show topic: spiritual connections versus carnal connections.
Or karmic connections.
Okay. Well, we can branch out. We can monkey branch.
That's a lot with a lot of relationships. A lot of karmic relationships. Which part of the sign up? It's part of the branches of spiritual connection. You got the carnal. You got the karmic relationship. You have twin flame relationship. You got the soulmate. You got all that. Of these relationships.
Now, where'd you learn about all these different kinds of relationships from, Hassan? Where'd you learn about all these different types?
Different. Just going down that rabbit hole of twin flames, because I went on a twin flame journey, because I am a twin flame.
Okay, well, okay. So you're very advanced. We're gonna roll it back just a little bit. Let's get some definitions. All right, carnal. I was gonna put this up, but you guys can just trust me. Go Google it yourself. I'm reading from Google right now. What is a connection first? What's a connection? A connection is a relationship in which a person, thing, or idea is linked or associated with something else, right? That's a connection, right? Let's get a definition for spiritual. What is spiritual? Spiritual is relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. All right, that's spiritual. And lastly, what is carnal? You know, our favorite. You know, we all love a little carnal on our popcorn. Okay. Carnal, relating to physical, especially sexual needs and activities. Carnal. All right. So if I'm having a carnal relationship with a woman, Elliot, is it kosher for you as my man's to start having a spiritual relationship with her? See where you at, Elliot? We sniffing you out early, Elliot.
Off limits, man.
Oh, whoa. You mean in the dirty South?
limit.
Y'all even y'all in the dirty South, y'all got morals? What you mean?
Well, I mean, it's why create conflict and confusion unnecessarily?
Oh my word. Like, that sounds like a wise man. Wait a minute. Supreme the resurrected. Please tell me something. Let's say, Primo, you know, I done known you since 1972, literally. Okay.
Yep.
Let's say like a bad joint coming to church. Me and you sit beside each other. You like, yo, you see that joint? I'm like, yo. So you grip her up, Preem. Like, you grip her up. Okay, I was there when y'all met initially, but I ain't got nothing to do with that. Y'all started hanging out after church, eating together and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And it's been going on for a minute. Now, Preem, all of a sudden I come to you and I tell you, hey, brother, I got a spiritual relationship with her, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all together and everything, but I have a very deep spiritual understanding with her. Me and her together. I just want you to know that, brother. Now, how would you feel about that, son?
I'm like, bro, like it's supposed to be off limits, but if you want to have a spiritual connection, that's a little different because it's involving your faith in God and all that. And you know, y'all might be led down the road, down the path of righteousness.
Of righteousness?
But
of righteousness?
Yeah. Do you think? Hey. How to interfere with the connection that God trying to make between
you know
y'all?
What it is? You know what it is? I shouldn't have made it me.
Carnal?
I shouldn't have made it me because me and you know each other. You
spiritual,
know,
yes.
Man, look. Okay. Okay. So you cool.
Hey,
you cool.
Hey, do your spiritual thing. Carnal, not so much.
Spiritual, well, there you go, Hassan. Hassan, come on in here, brother. There you go. I thought you was gonna get shut out.
I already said it was spiritual connection has nothing to do with you having sex. You know,
wow,
it wasn't about that.
Wow, these are Renaissance men. They will allow their women to have spiritual connections with other men while in monogamous relationship. Wow. All right. Hey, Kenneth Mickens, listen.
But guess what? That friend of yours, or say if that you was doing that to your homeboy, as somebody said, maybe you'll go to your homeboy and say, look, I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to her. Say, whatever. We just friends. No big deal. And then your homeboy would understand.
Kenneth Mickens. Kenny,
in theory. That's in theory.
Yeah, these are theories. Kenny.
Let me bring some sanity back to
you don't think none of that stuff has ever happened?
Let me bring some sanity back to this. Of all the relationships you have, to be spiritually connected is the highest one you're going to have.
You would think.
And then no way in the world that your homie or your friend should have a spiritual connection
over
even if you just have a carnal connection with a woman.
Like a carnal connection is lower than the spirit.
It's definitely lower.
We didn't give it the proper stepping stones, but the spiritual one is the highest one.
The spiritual one is at the top of the echelon.
So if your man's got the highest over you, you just hitting it, but your man can command her mind. Your man can actually tell her, don't let him hit tonight. Don't let him hit.
No one can have a spiritual connection your lady.
Kenny,
or a
that
woman's
means,
man. It just won't.
Kenny, that means that your man can tell your woman spiritually, do not have sex with your husband tonight.
I thought you said X, but X, yeah, but spiritually. But my current, nothing relationship.
No, we were talking current. We were talking current. You know, current.
I got you. I'm thinking
You
X.
can't have a spiritual connection with another man's lady.
Carnal, any type of relationship with my lady. I don't care if my
spiritual
friend,
connection.
Hassan, is that true?
Woman is telling that man the deepest things in her heart.
Yeah,
and that connection will never work when there's a third person in the mix.
Hassan?
That doesn't work like that.
Is it true?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What happened? What happened? Do you want me to respond on these comments that the spiritual connection is not the greatest connection? The greatest connection is the divine twin flame, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. You know,
that's a spiritual thing, though. That's a spiritual thing, though, right?
And so I wasn't talking, because a karmic relationship is another spiritual relationship.
Sure, but it's not as high. It's not as high as the one we're talking about. You know what we're talking about.
Oh, yes, it is. Most people have karmic relationship. You know how you go back to people and stuff, and they be toxic, and you be going there.
So you're saying that the carnal relationship is as equal as the spiritual relationship? Is what you're saying?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Here's the difference. Just from just listening to you, the carnal, that's going to be some type of emotional feeling that you're not gonna,
and sexual.
That's what I'm saying. The sexual part, that's a feeling.
Yeah.
So that's the feel good.
That's the feel good. That's the good.
Spiritual, it can tie into the feel good, but it's not going to release the endorphins, the dopamine that you get from a physical sexual encounter.
Can I remind everyone on the panel that
is that the same thing? Isn't that
listen,
what you just said?
Can I remind everyone that on the panel that spiritual things take people on journeys their whole lives. So if you got somebody in a spiritual realm, I promise you, it's above fucking. I promise.
Yes. But it's a different feeling. It's two different feelings.
It's above just being in a physical relationship.
Right. But now you're agreeing, Hassan? You're agreeing?
No, I'm saying the spiritual relationship is not even the greatest. The greatest relationship is the divine masculine between the divine feminine. That's twin flame relationship with yin and yang, infinite number.
Sure, you know? And that's a spiritual element we're talking about, right?
No, but that's not what you're talking. That's not the same type of relationship, though. That's not the same thing. Even though it's a segment. It's a version of a spiritual connection. But it's
you just used the word spiritual.
But that's not what you're talking about. You're not talking about twin flame. Spiritual. It's a version of spiritual connection, but it's still twin flame is the greatest relationship.
But then it's a version of spiritual. I mean, like
one soul split into two.
I got you, but it's a version of a spiritual thing.
Well, let me ask this, Dom. Let me ask this. Why don't you define what this divine flame relationship is in your words? Because everybody's idea might not be the same.
Maybe people's knowledge of it's not the same because you have to know about it.
Well, what's the twin flame?
Not a lot. There's one of the 1,000,000,008,000,000 people that came to the planet was equal divine feminines, divine counterparts, yin and yang, the infinite, the Kobe number, the 8. That's what divine feminine. That's the ultimate relationship is the twin flame relationship. Part of your soul journey.
But I hear you say feminine a lot. I don't hear you say divine masculine. I never hear you say divine.
Divine masculine and divine feminine.
Right, it's both. But I just hear you say divine feminine a lot.
So let me ask you this: can you have this twin flame relationship while she's carnal with someone else?
Oh boy.
That person, you could still have it. That could be part of your twin flame, but she can be with somebody else in a carnal relationship. Could be. Could have ran.
So then that means that flame
But
relationship is spiritual. Then is what you're saying. I mean, what are we doing?
But the twin flame relationship is serious.
How can you say that these two people are in this twin flame relationship? They're meaning that they have such a connection.
Yeah.
That they're the yin to this yang. You're the opposite.
They're
You're my
universal.
balance.
Yeah, they're like,
you're my balance. You're
they
my
are.
balance. But
and they taking some grams from somewhere else.
But she getting slain by somebody else. That's a triple. Isn't that a triple flame?
So
Now
do
you
know
know
anything? So do you know about the twin flame journey? As yourself, as you fell in love, what happened to you when you fell in love with somebody? Did you freak out and get scared? Like, damn, I got to get out of here.
No.
Have you done that before?
No.
Never?
No.
Never.
So every woman you fell in love with, you decide that, you're going to be
I went toward them. What are you talking about?
Here's what I would say.
Went toward them.
The twin flame relationship is so strong where they run away from each other. That is part of the twin flame relationship journey, because you got to do shadow work to heal yourself from the trauma and stuff. So people run away from that relationship because it's super, super strong.
I know what we're going to do right now. I know we're about to reset because Hassan is taking us so far out to the universe. Like, we're going to seriously reset. I have a question. What's more powerful, a spiritual connection or a carnal connection? Elliot, please ground this conversation and Memphising and logic.
Well, from the question, it would seem the type of maturity where you at in life as far as maturation.
Yep.
Because you could 100%. Be, at a younger age, carnal could just trump everything because it's a feeling, and you haven't experienced life, so you haven't acquired the necessary wisdom to appreciate the spiritual part. And so it's what phase you are in life. You know what I'm saying? What experiences you've had, the journey of life.
What would you say after your journey thus far? What would you say?
Man, I'm the last person you want to ask regarding relationships.
No, not relationships. What do you think is more powerful, a carnal relationship or a spiritual one in your travels?
Well, personally, I couldn't say that spiritually I am at a high level, and so that would be very difficult for me to compare and contrast both. I could contrast both, but to compare, that'd be hard to say. It'll be difficult for me to assess it. I'll put it like that. It would be very challenging for me to assess it.
Primo,
that's a fair question.
Yeah. Well, where I'm at right now in life, I think the spiritual connection is more important. I done did all the cardinal things that you could do in I'm looking for something at a higher level. So spiritual is more important to me right now.
Got it.
Now I will pick it. Now that was
now what are you doing, Elliot? Now wait a minute. Now you want
Elliot had a good response.
We don't got erasers. There's no erasers. There's no erasers on this.
It's not an erase, but what I'm saying, it would be more important at this stage of my life. It would be more important. Absolutely more important. Very much more important.
I like Elliot's response, man, because everybody on this panel has had a carnal relationship as a younger person and stuff, and they really wanted to do that instead of doing something spiritual. Because they were a gang of women that was super cool with us, and we were like, nah, I want to hit something else too. So we all done that, In
your experience thus far, Hassan, what is more powerful, the spiritual relationship or the carnal one?
Man, love to pay $4. The spiritual relationship, brother.
But it's a loaded question if you haven't experienced it. So how do you compare the power that it possesses? It's in theory in your mind if you haven't experienced it yet.
Well, the question
only person
pointed at us individually. The questions are for us to, answer with our experience in life. I mean, that's it. It's not. I'm not asking you to answer for anyone else but yourself. Quite frankly,
I would think it would be more. I would think it would be more powerful, but you have to experience it to understand the power behind it.
Yeah.
Have you had
Here's
have
the
you
funny
had
thing.
spiritual relationships, Elliot?
That's a great question.
There it is.
I would say yes, I've had a spiritual connection, yes. But you're at the young age, you're naive and you're not prepared, necessarily prepared for it, I would say.
I got you. Yeah. Kenny, you're a married man. I'm going to assume that you are in a spiritual and carnal connection. I mean, I don't mean to be all of you. Jesus.
Well, here's the thing. When you talk about a spiritual connection, you want you want the absolute best for that person. You want for that person what you would want for yourself. The absolute best. When you're talking a carnal, even if you've never even been in a spiritual relationship, being in a carnal one, this is just a superficial thing. This is a surface thing.
Wow.
A carnal relationship is just basically
Hassan said it could be equal to the spiritual one. That's what Hassan said.
It's not equal to the. It'll never be equal because what you're doing is it's a gratifying thing. Is maybe she's eye pleasing, and I'm just talking from a man to a woman.
Maybe
she sounds like the opposite from each other.
Say that again.
I said it sounds like spiritual and carnal relationships are two opposites from each other, like plus and minus.
I don't know if they're
one is going down the whole.
I think one is,
especially if you're not married,
on a much higher plane than the other,
but isn't one a segue to the other? But wouldn't one be a segue to the other though, in a sense?
Hold on.
Actually,
hold on. Wait a minute, right there. That's it, right there. Elliot's done unearthed the damn elephant. Elliot just said, wouldn't one affect the other or bring out the other?
Be a segue
be a segue to the other. Look, check this out, Kenny. Now, again, you got a spiritual connection with my lady. I got a carnal one, but that spiritual one can segue to a carnal relationship.
That's why I say, no one else have a spiritual relationship with.
Well, you better talk to Hassan. You better talk to Hassan. You better keep Hassan away from your kids and your wives.
Listen, it can't happen because if y'all have that deep spiritual connection, how can a third party be in there smashing?
Hassan.
Well, let me ask you this. If that's the case, Kenny, then there wouldn't be any divorces, right?
Well, if you think about it, not every marriage is a spiritual connection. Some people get married for different reasons.
But in their minds, but how do you tell somebody? Because in their minds, they're on that spiritual ride to go to the altar, right?
Well, no, hold on. Let's say you might have some women that marry a dude because he has a certain amount of money or provides security.
That never happens. What are you talking about? That never happens.
It might provide a way out of where they're at, a situation they're in. So not every marriage is that deep spiritual connection.
So
go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Well, what I was saying is not every marriage is this deep spiritual connection. Unfortunately, I mean, we'd like to think because they're married, they have this spiritual connection, but it isn't always the case. Right. Some people might get married just because their family expects them to and expect certain things. So they ride along with it,
To merge the kingdoms.
But
what happens is, let's say you might have a bunch of PKs. You got preachers' kids. And because their parent is the deacon or reverend, they're expected to get married and do certain things. So there's that. I'm going to go get married, or let's say you have a prearranged marriage.
Kenny, I want to confront Hassan with what you said. I want to confront Hassan with what you said because Hassan's sitting over here quiet in the corner. Hassan, Kenny is saying that, man, you know, you on your spiritual relationships with my lady, bro. Like, let's have a conversation, man. You want to meet down Venice Beach or something? Let's have a conversation about it, because, like, how you having this spiritual connection with my girlfriend?
Wow.
No, spotlight.
Maybe the girlfriend. So maybe it's okay. So before, when we talked about this, I wasn't necessarily with the dude had broke up with the girlfriend. Remember, the dude the girlfriend broke up with the boyfriend. So you wasn't.
It was an ex.
She wasn't your girlfriend anymore.
Right.
It was the ex. It wasn't your girlfriend. It was your ex.
Yeah.
So that's over. Now this woman.
Now you about to go get it.
Spiritual connection, and so we are friends. And whatever pops out from whatever, well, it wasn't out.
Whatever pop off.
Let's go there anyway.
Whatever pop off. It's whatever pop off.
It wasn't really about that during that time in this conversation. But now, since we have a spiritual connection, now grows, since it's the highest connection. You know, if it happened to work out, it worked. It was supposed to work out.
That's wild, bro. That's wild, bro.
And not to cut you off,
that relationship was meant for us.
Not to cut you off, that's why I said, if with your ex, a cat can have a kindred connection where they have like minds and like in certain likes and things, which might develop into them having a spiritual connection and in a relationship. I'm gonna almost guarantee that spiritual connection that they have going to become a relationship, and you know, you're not just going to sit up there and be these friends and, oh, we got this spiritual connection. Y'all gonna have another connection that ain't gonna be sitting well with your homie.
See, isn't this all really a new social construct? Because prior to, you know, I can't tell you what year you didn't have boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. That when did that start to, you know, exist?
Wow.
At what point in time?
Probably somewhere around the. Well, I mean, you know, when you say you never had it, I understand what you mean. Like, you know, people weren't like stepping out like that's my boy in certain level. I would say maybe around the 20s. In certain cultures, it began to be more prevalent to step out.
Yeah.
But, you know. I mean, look, you talking about melanated people were slaves, so at one point you couldn't do what you wanted to do anyway. Ain't that crazy? That you at one point in this history, you get to a point where other people were controlling other people. And that's
I like to say allegedly prisoners of war, not slaves. Prisoners of war.
Well, we will duly note what you like to say. Now,
I would disagree with that. So first of all, you have to have a war to be a prisoner of said war.
Uh-oh.
So what war
the war was over this land, fool, if you didn't know that. The land, we fought over the land with the Moors. The Moors against the indigenous Americans. Okay, we fought over land. We lost, and we became prisoners of war. You can look it. You can look it up.
We were
look it up.
Some of the people that was gone and snatched up did they know they were in this war? Because I thought with war you kind of had to know you were in it.
Oh,
yeah, of course they know they were in it, man. The Moors were fighting the indigenous Americans.
They say ignorance is no excuse, Kenny. They say ignorance is no excuse. If you're in the war and you don't know it,
the Moors,
it's on you.
The Moors.
I don't remember this. I don't remember. Did they do the 1, 2, 3, 4? I declare war.
Wow.
I remember this. I don't remember this war going down before.
We were having a good show until you started trying to tear it down, Kenny.
And also, let me explain to you that. Let me say also one thing, that there were people from America, when they talk about this, we came from Africa. They shipped Americans, that Native Americans, to Africa. They shipped us to Africa, not them coming here. Just to be clear.
Okay, well, listen. You know what we're doing?
We'll go back to our.
We're kind of skating around.
Yeah.
You know, you know what I mean? Like,
that's a whole nother show, but I disagree.
It kind of is.
It's a whole nother show, but I fully disagree with that.
Let's get back to the spiritual connection.
I think you should probably go read a book first. But anyway, on these spiritual connections, there's all forms of spiritual connection, though. You guys really know that, right? You got twin flames, you got soulmates, you have karmic relationship. Those are all forms of the spiritual connection. of a spiritual relationship.
Here's the thing, Hassan. Here's the thing. Okay.
And they're all strong. And they're all strong.
Hassan, you take a breath. Take a breath. Take 10. Take 10 breaths, as a matter of fact. Here's the thing. You've established with us, you've let us know that you are willing to have a spiritual connection with an ex of ours. We understand. It's duly.
I mean, that's what the soul wants. Your soul is the key to your happiness.
Well, then, Elliot, why are you opposed to such a soulful thing, Soul Train, Elliot?
Well, I stay away from chaos to the best of my abilities.
And Hassan just runs right into chaos. Hassan, are you going to chaos right now? Are you headed? Are you headed towards chaos?
On your soul experience, there's no chaos and stuff because you do everything that makes you happy.
But it's happy the key to life.
Your soul.
It's happy the key to life.
Because that is the key to life. Yeah. Yes, sir. Because if you don't do something what your soul wants you to do, you're gonna have repercussions for that.
So
if you don't do stuff, if your soul wants you to do something and you want to do something else, you're gonna most likely, by not satisfying your soul, you can actually die. You can have a short life because you're not living your happiness.
Kenny, if my soul wants to have sex with your ex, okay, I will die if I don't have sex with your ex, Kenny. Just understand.
That sounds like some carnality bullshit right there.
What you mean?
Dude,
Kenny, the man just told you, man.
As a grown-up, that sounds like you out of control, because if your soul,
I'm in touch with my soul. My soul needs to have sex with your ex, and if it doesn't, I'm going to die. You don't want me to die, do you, Kenny?
That sounds like chaos to me, because what might make me happy might bring you pain.
We just have to have this connection. You'll be all right. Like your ex.
You're operating in the flesh at that point.
That's exactly what you're doing.
What you mean?
Is it everything?
Why don't they understand?
You didn't move down the ladder to a carnal relationship.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you're letting your flesh
everything you do about flesh.
Hassan, they out here saying you a flesh man.
Isn't everything controlled through your flesh?
They out here saying you are a flesh man, bro.
I think my man, you gotta put your flesh in flame and soul stirring.
But see, the difference is,
what would Hassan's superhero outfit look like? What would Hassan's superhero outfit look like? He's a twin flame. See,
he'd be butt naked.
Yo, I'm done. He said he'd be butt naked. Yo, with a bowl of milk. I'm done, man.
But with a bottle of juice.
Some weed juice. What you saying? What's going on?
But at some point in time, through maturation, you have a man code.
Oh, wait a minute.
What
you mean? What you mean? What's a man code, bro? Hassan?
So, think about this here. I ran across somebody I haven't seen in 20 plus years, right? 20 plus years. Saw him in the grocery store. Maybe close to 30 years. Yeah. Close to 30 years, right?
Yeah.
And so we dapped up. But the first thought I had was the move he made back in high school. You'll never ever get that out of your thoughts.
And what was it?
Took you, girl.
Nah, it was
a break. It was a breaking of man code.
It was a breaking of a man code.
And you ain't never forget. See,
men don't forget things like that. Men do not ever forget things like that. You don't have a second chance to do a do-over breaking man code.
According to Hassan, what if he had a soul? What if he had
there's still a code that men.
What you mean? Hassan, I want you to address this. But don't you sit in that car and act like you don't hear these allegations. This is coming directly towards your dissertation on having connections with exes. Okay?
So let me finish. So I dapped him up. Right? We shook hands, dapped him up. He's doing good in life. He went his way.
Yeah, and you don't fuck with him like that. Let's not play around. And L, you don't fuck with him like that. Y'all saw each other. Oh, cool. How you doing, brother? Oh, cool. Nigga, please. Peace out.
A bro hug with an arm in between.
When you guys are speaking, so first of all, when I had this segment, when we talked about, I wouldn't mess with no dude's woman. Okay, there is a man code.
We're talking about the ex. We're talking about the ex.
I'm saying, okay.
Yeah,
I'm saying,
but is where the shit starts.
But it ain't where the shit starts. It's based on the soul. If you got the people who believe in God in this room are the ones. What if this God put this woman in your life, regardless of the stuff? So what do? Not answer, you go against what God says. This God brought this woman into your life.
So God brought my ex into your life, even though I introduced you to her. Even though I introduced you to my ex when we first started dating, God brought her into your life, and now that we're not with her, I'm not with her anymore. Now you can go ahead and hit that ass like you've been watching her ass for the past 4 years that I was dating her. Now you can go and hit it, God, because you were led by God. Well, hallelujah. Then hallelujah. I'm in Rob. I'm in Rob, man, nigga. Like, what, you know what I mean?
Hold on. So you telling me you get into a spiritual relationship with that woman after your boy been telling you about all the hot monkeys?
You heard it, Kenny. In the name of Kamak Street, in the name of 4900, in the name of 4900 Kamak Street.
What they did.
You can have a spiritual connection with a woman after the boy told you he been gorilla knuckling.
Wow.
Hey, man. Gorilla knuckling her.
Wow.
So every time he come around, your spiritual
connection. Hey, and then you gotta start thinking. Then you gotta start thinking. So you heard all of that, and you still want to get with what? What do you
remember the woman? Hey, guess what? Remember the woman? Don't try to get this dude no kudos. Remember the woman broke up with him, so obviously it ain't really that great.
Oh wow! So he's dissing his man. That's what he's gonna be saying to the chick too. Oh, it must not have been that great. You don't need him anyway. You know, I've known Dom. I know.
No. No spiritual connection has nothing to do with it. You don't need that. No, the woman came to me. She came to me, okay? Because we came to each other doing the spiritual connection. I ain't got to down nobody.
Hey, Kitty, man.
If it's a spiritual connection, you ain't got to hate on
one
nobody.
of them dudes like Big Red and the 5 Heartbeats. Eleanor, you shouldn't be alone.
We in the future, bro. We are officially in the future. We Star Trek'd out. Listen, relationship rules are out the window. Like, this is the new rule. Hey, show us the way, Hassan. Anunnaki.
The New Jerusalem.
Show us the way.
The New Jerusalem.
Oh my word! Wow, wow.
If a cat has a carnal relationship with a woman, if one of your homies, has a carnal relationship with a woman,
okay.
I don't know if even if he gives you permission and says, "Yo, man, I just smashed. Go for what you know." You can now go into a spiritual relationship with that woman.
How does it develop, Elliot? How does it develop? Okay, let's say this is culture. How does it even develop? Because we've established that the spiritual is pretty much the highest. Even if you want to put it parallel, the spiritual is right there. So how does it even develop that your man's got a spiritual relationship with the woman you smacking cheeks with?
I think this is just new concepts that we're still trying to figure out. Because
we're still trying to figure it out, all right. We're trying to figure it out for sure, Elliot. Go ahead.
Because think about this. At this stage of our life, historically, men and women were married. They were already married. And so this is real this is territory
that's
for
us. Thing. No, it's a thing. The whole date. No, that's what you mean about dating and whatnot. Because through time immemorial, slavery or not, motherfuckers was arranged. Like, niggas was basically cattle throughout time immemorial. We've been loose for about 100 years. You know what I mean? Just kind of loose.
This is all new conversation.
And Hassan is a product of the loose nature of nature. Hassan is the product of the looseness. You understand me? Supreme.
Don't be hating, man.
I ain't hating on
look. So there's a lot of new concepts.
You gotta have tight, you gotta have loose. So it's balanced the universe.
So there's a lot of new concepts that we're exploring. And it's not definitive definitions with these concepts that we're exploring. So these conversations are definitely necessary, man.
Okay, well, Supreme, if you find out that your man does have a spiritual connection with your ex, do you feel a way about it, or are you good? She's your ex, just like Hassan said. You ain't hitting it no more now. But your man, he got a spiritual connection with it. You see them at yoga sometime. You walking by, you see them in the park having ice cream or whatnot. I'm talking about Hamye Ra, like what do you think about it? How would you feel about it? Is my question.
Oh yeah, I feel a certain way. I feel, especially if I was close to the chick and she my ex.
Well, that's immature,
was,
brother. Wait, don't be immature, Preem.
Yeah, I'm gonna be immature, and you know what? I ain't even gonna go to jail or send myself out of the freedom. I ain't gonna get myself tricked out of freedom.
Okay,
whatever it is, it's probably been going on. But either way,
see.
You see what I'm saying? It's probably been
where does
but
it
either
start?
way,
Where's the transition start?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave both of them alone.
Where does the
God bless both of them.
transition start? Kenny,
But I ain't never
gonna
gonna
transition. Like when, like
When did it switch over to the when did the light switch flip on?
When did the light come on?
Even if you had just a carnal relationship with her, you're gonna start to wonder,
how many other guys
driving a wedge from the beginning? If he so-called has a spiritual connection, you're gonna wonder
how many other wedges did he drive?
How many wedges? He's a wedgie.
You're gonna say, was that maybe meant for me? But dude undercut me.
Oh my word!
And drove that wedge.
And drove that spiritual. Put that spiritual. We know what that wedge look like. We know what that wedge look like.
Pettiness gonna come out of you, where you gonna be asking him like, "Hey, do she still do this, and this?"
Yo, don't do it. Don't humiliate yourself.
It's funny.
So wait a minute. So Hassan, you say it's okay to drive.
Yes, sir.
You say it's okay to drive a spiritual wedge in your man's ex's vagina. Is what you said.
I didn't say that. Yes, I did. I did say that.
Yes, eventually, it's okay to drive a spiritual wedge in her vagina because she's the ex.
Because hey, hold on. Just think about it. You guys doing the stuff on this insecurity shit. It's all good. I get it. But
somebody heard us. Somebody heard us.
You know, no. Listen, I'm not talking about that. The fact that she wasn't for you, but she was for me. Step aside, homie. God
gangster
blessed us to be together. She wasn't yours. It's okay, homie. It was all right.
And you hit him with the homie a few times, which puts him in his place.
You know, we were better match for each other. We have a spiritual connection. It's all good.
Listen, I will tell you this.
A girl, having babies and stuff like that.
Listen, I respect your pimp. I'm going to tell you, I respect your candor and your pimp. I will tell you that. I may not agree with it, but goddamn, you standing on it. You like, yeah, nigga, she mine now. The girl is mine. The doggone girl is mine. What? Elliot,
what up, homie?
Elliot, hide your kids. Hide your wives, Elliot. I don't know how many wives you got, but I don't know if you want to take them around Hassan. Hassan's a good-looking man. He's strapping. He's in shape. He drinks juice. He only drinks juice. He don't do nothing but drink juice. You understand me? Like, I don't know if you want to take your woman around. That's really a threat, fellas. Man, Hassan is a threat to the community. Let's say it like it is, Kenny. What say you, Kenny? Is Hassan a threat to the community?
And they all the time bringing your girl watermelon juice.
Bringing a watermelon juice that he prepared.
Watermelon juice.
Special watermelon. Specially hydrated.
He talking about, look at my skin just driving wedges.
See?
You like, listen, I'm just here to smash. And he driving wedges with his watermelon juice.
Driving wedges in your relationship.
I've been running all morning. Now she looking at you all funny.
Listen,
you ain't bring me no watermelon juice.
All right, man. We've had fun with it. Okay. We've had fun with it.
You sure did. You sure have.
And listen, we respect all opinions. We respect all opinions. You know, Elliot was kind of on the fence for the first 5 seconds of it. He was like, well, I mean, it's kind of half and half, carnal and spiritual. And, but then he came over to the spiritual. Like, no, the spiritual is the highest. We can all get some cheeks, but can you really connect with a person? And when you do, it's like, wow, that's like the highest thing, because y'all on some real astro projected, we complete each other. We understand what to do. We're the yin and the yang, as someone said. And the yin and the yang is there somewhere, right there. So
a cat I once knew, he didn't say my girlfriend or anything like that. He said my balance. He called his lady his balance.
Wow.
So when you're talking about someone who's, like you said, maybe completes you or makes you a better person, brings you,
helps your drive, maybe
you're the rah-rah, maybe
gives you inspiration, maybe,
you're my, as John Legend says, you're You're my muse.
But you better, you better put some schedule. You better put some time on the schedule for Hassan. Hassan got her. Hey, Hassan getting some attention too.
Hassan don't get Mr. Weed Juice.
Listen.
We
Hassan
not
getting his
ordering
attention.
juice. Listen, she can order all the weed juice she can once our connection is broke.
You know what Hassan remind me of, Kenny? Remember the Eddie Murphy stand up in the 80s when he said your woman go to Jamaica and she meet Dexter St. Jock on the beach? That's Hassan, bro. That's fucking Hassan. Hassan
coming
is
up
Dexter
with his
St. Jock.
watermelon juice.
Coming up with weed juice to your woman on the Jamaican beach, talking about, do you want to have a spiritual connection with Miguel?
But in all actuality, in life, there's been situations where it may be 10 years, 15 years down the road where people do connect because they may have had a puppy dog love, you and your guy or your partner, whatever the case may be, in high school or whatever. And that the individual you meet like 10, 15 years down the road, and you and that guy may not have the same type of relationship. So it's a lot of twists and nuances in it.
Will you illuminate something, Elliot? Is it okay if your man's passed away? Is that okay, Kenny? Is that okay, El?
Well, think about this. Brothers used to marry the wife
if the other brother died.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have to explore that. Like,
sound like, yeah, I do explore it.
Well, that was biblical to carry on the name.
Correct. The blood. So you have to think about this. It's like, because you not to recant. So, what I said, this is a new concept. Well, there's nothing new under the sun. So there's been a time when this has occurred. We just may not be privy to the information, but there's nothing new.
Hassan trying to tell us. Hassan trying to tell us. Hassan be trying to tell us. We be ridiculing him. He's he's a strong guy, but he be trying to tell us.
Yeah, people. There's nothing.
I'm not
new,
messing with nobody's woman,
Women.
man.
Hold up.
It wasn't yours. Hey, listen. I'm not messing with nobody's woman. The woman wasn't yours.
She was mine. She was mine.
The guy, she was. She's not now. Was is past tense.
So now me and you gonna be hanging out, and you gonna be with my ex.
No, we wouldn't hang out.
And you're gonna be like, yo, how's Sandy doing? How's that ass? That's that's what we're gonna be doing now.
But think about
what you're doing.
But why would you, if that even occurred, what will make you be interested in the sexual connection that they have? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
because I'm an animal, Elliot. I'm in an animal body because I have a God mentality, but you best believe I'm in a primate body. I'm very aware of what I am. You understand? And the realm I'm in. So this animal body, it has feelings.
It has pettiness.
It does. Even the best of us, even the best of us, Elliot, like, it's like, damn, I gotta see a sign. Oh, that's the sign of Sandy. Oh, there they go. Oh, Sandy's got a thong on. Hassan has his hand on her butt. They're spiritually connected. Oh, okay.
But as a man, if you moved on from that, would that even be?
But that's my man's. So I am trying to move on, but my man's dating now. The one I'm trying to move on from. So as I'm trying to move on, I'm trying to talk to my man about it. Yeah, man, I had a dream the other night. Oh yeah, me and Sandy was together the other night. Oh, that's right, because y'all got that connection. Oh, okay. So how, if my man is a part of my circle, how can I move on? He's supposed to be a part of my healing, my community, but he's with her. Well, how are we doing?
Now, if it happened just like that, the way you're explaining it, that's
what it is. She's the ex. And your man's got the spiritual connect, and we know what that can lead to. We've done the math today, Kenny.
Well, there's no timeline for the ex, because the ex could have been 15 years ago, 10 years ago, last year, or a month ago. So
Hassan was that jock in high school that didn't give a damn. He would take your girlfriend. That's who he was. There you were. You were the jock in high school that would take the 10th grade nerd's girlfriend. Yeah, you did.
It's not base. I didn't do nothing like that.
We know what we're dealing with. We love you, Hassan. We're all dealing with something. Now it's been illuminated. Primo,
I'll be friends with your girlfriend. That's for sure.
Primo, I'm disgusted today. I don't even know what to say. I never leave the show like this, Primo. This is gonna be the first time. I'm disgusted because I love Hassan, but he's bold-faced told us what he would do to us, to all of us.
Make you sing Houdini. Friends, how many of
And
us?
you know what? The thing is, if he's a good-looking dude. If he was like a bad-looking dude, you'd be like, "Oh, this nigga's crazy. He's out of his mind. I don't care." This guy's he's in shape, so it's like you literally talking about you would really take these steps, and then I would have to like try to blow you up somehow. All right, cool.
Not in the signs of
just the level of boldness and audacity.
These girls be falling out.
Dude. You ain't never had no. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I went to BYU, I had a girlfriend. Okay. I left her and went to BYU. When she came to visit me, she was pregnant by another dude.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, that's
here comes the trauma. That's the trauma. Here's the trauma. There it is. That's why he is the way he is. That's why he don't give a fuck no more.
So I'm 18 years old, dude.
So
I'm 18, 19 years old.
Hurt people. No. Hurt Hassan's hurt Hassan.
No, and so I went to confront the dude. He's a big ass. Oh, he's a grown man and shit. Because the nigga was like, she was maybe 18. She was probably 18, man, or 17, 18 or 7. She was in 12th grade, and I'm 19, I guess, and this dude is like 27 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the nigga just straight out told me. He just straight out told me, like, look, you know, the bitch chose me.
That's where you got her from. That's where he got this attitude from. That's what you just told us.
At that moment, you swore over a watermelon juice that no man's woman.
Yeah, he did, Kenny. Yeah, he did, Kenny.
At that moment, he swore over a watermelon juice.
A villain was created. A villain.
Never be safe around
me. A villain was created. The villain of Pasadena.
Have spiritual connections.
I shall have his karmic. To the point where this man has the audacity to tell grown men.
He did mention karmic relationships. So karma comes around.
It does.
So what
it does.
Is somebody did that to him.
That's a karmic relationship is not. That's not what a karmic relationship is. But okay. So when I came into the intentions to fight him, like I'm gonna fight this dude to get this girl, but then I saw him and he sat and told me just straight out, like, look, we're spiritually connected. And
wow. And there it is, Kenny.
And I just had to realize, like, oh, it's meant for them to be together. I'm not with her. Thank God I'm not with her.
Hey,
and guess what? I learned something about the spiritual connection.
Origin story to this comic book.
Listen, man, it is emerged. Marvel and DC did a special edition for Hassan and We Juice. You understand me? This rendition.
We man. You just told me your origin story of villainy.
I mean, it's amazing. We must put it in production. It's
right there.
Listen, man, it don't get no better than that. The man has told you his truth, and we stand on this opinionation. That's his opinion. What are you gonna do? I respect him. I mean, I don't agree with him, but man, that man is giving you a show today. Let you know he's giving you the origin story on how he feels about it, and he's sticking to it. Fuck your wife, and that's what he will do. Yo, Elliot, tell me.
That's not. First of all, that's not what I said. I ain't saying none of that. It was one situation where the woman was my spiritual connection. Boom. That's it. Ain't no spiritual connection everywhere around the city. But if you got a strong spiritual connection, Kenny just said spiritual connection is one of the greatest connections. But then I can't have this woman. I'm fucking confused. Thank you. If you say it's the greatest, then why can't I have this woman now? Why is it not? It shouldn't be an issue. You just said it. Why? Right? Thank you.
If you notice, Hassan, you don't have to bully us. We're all back. We're like all. You're bullying us right now, Hassan.
Did you have the spiritual connection, or did y'all have the spiritual connection?
Like this guy's gonna take your girl and bully you. Like that's wild. That's what's happening. You see this? Like he's taking over the whole vibe, letting us know that he'll take our girl while bullying us. This is wild. Supreme is quiet. Supreme is a big man. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay. I mean, I don't. Hey, listen, Hassan. I love it, brother. Listen, you always bring it. You bring something to the table that we didn't know we needed, but we know we need to understand it. Yeah, we do. We need to understand. Kenny, this wasn't North Comac Street. You get golfed. This was a golfing offense.
So you saying this is the origin story of a golfing?
This is the origin story for the original golfing. You started having a spiritual connection with my lady. That is the next thing is Compowwow golf.
Yeah.
We can put that on the screen. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Like I said, carnal relationships are on the surface. You see a girl, you like something about her, you want to hit.
No.
If it lasts, it usually hot. It burns hot and flames out.
No. Twin flaming.
That spiritual connection is way deeper. It's way higher.
Oh, see, and can last way longer.
And can last way longer.
All right. I mean, we're not going to. First of all, I thought we were outnumbering Hassan, but Hassan ended up beating us up. Is everybody okay? You good? El, I know you.
Hey, like you said, he stands on his truth. He stands on.
Oh, but I mean, my neck. I think
I can go back and have a spiritual connection with your ex.
That ain't. Listen, I just want to say to everybody on the panel,
and he ain't even gonna follow man code by asking you first.
See, now that I know that about, I'm speaking to everybody except
Hassan. First of all, I would ask first anyway. I would tell the person.
Okay, I just want to make an announcement. I'm speaking to everybody except for Hassan. Please don't go and have a spiritual connection with my ex, any of them. Just because I want to be friends with you guys. And it can be awkward if like we meet up in London or something, Elliot, and you're with my ex having a spiritual connection earlier in the day. And I'm like, oh, you know Trisha? So if we can do that. Now, Hassan, I'm just asking everybody else if we can make a pact. Primo, I know you good, Preem. Actually, Kenny, I know you good too. I've known you guys too long. El, listen, you're a new cat, young, good-looking guy. Please, you could be on the Hassan team. You could like fuck us up too. Please.
I'm good, baby.
With that said, Hassan, you look like you're on the move. Tell before you get out of here, can you tell them where they can find the greatest juice in the world? We live, we love, we juice.
WeJuice.com. You see that or no?
Yeah.
No. This is my flyer. WeJuice. I can't.
Dope.
WeJuice.com. Contact us 323-864-4425, or you can get an order from WeJuice. We like OUI. We not like W.
French stuff.
It's French.
Frenchy.
Yes.
Frenchy.
We got great juices.
That's that French connection that my man got going on. The straight French connection.
But the French people are like that. They like you can have sex with their wives and stuff. The French are very open. Y'all know that, right? We juice.
We.
Yo, Primo, tell them where they can find the book, where they can see you next.
Instagram, Supreme DR, SUPREEMDR, and the link is in the bio for the book on Amazon. The book, baby.
Take a shower.
Next show is man, we know we everywhere. I'm getting ready to get on the tour. We're going to come out the West Coast, bring the funk down there.
Hey, let us know. That's what's up.
I will. Yes, sir.
Elliot, good to see you again, brother.
No doubt. I appreciate it.
Great having a conversation with you, man. Tell them if you are on social media, tell them where they might find you.
Well, Elliot Young at Instagram.
Bong, there it is. Hey, there it is. Plain and simple. Kendall Mickens.
Hi. Hey, how you doing?
Well, before I set up my next,
wait, Kenny. Now we talked about this show. Now we done did this show, and are you comfortable? With what we learned today? I mean, you good?
I still believe that spiritual connection is that highest connection, and I don't know.
That's problematic.
I don't know if anyone can have a spiritual connection. You can't have a spiritual carnal menage a trois. It just don't work.
Oh.
it don't work like that.
Like somebody
Did we lose Elliot?
you outsource the carnal and outsource the spiritual to different people. That's wild.
You can't outsource.
That's wild.
You cannot. You cannot have a spiritual carnal threesome.
You know, they normally call that a hoe or whore. I mean, in some circles, they literally
Elliot,
call that a whore.
Painting right there. That is a dope painting. Did you?
That painting is everything. Yeah, that painting is everything. That painting is the idea of the show.
Did you paint that, Elliot?
No, I got a partner that's super duper. I got a few of his paintings in my home.
Oh, that one's incredible.
That is a great painting.
Super duper talented, man. Super talented.
Yeah, man. Well, Kenny, tell
stick
him
around, Elliot, because we always do a post wrap up.
Oh yeah, hang around for a second, Elliot, when we get out of here.
Don't run off like you did last week.
Oh, no doubt.
We always wrap up a little bit. But that is a dope painting.
But the artist's name is
I'm trying to solidify my next venture. I know my wife, she heading to Zimbabwe at the end of the month.
Oh.
And
let me shout the guy's name, the artist's name. His
yes,
name
sir. Yes,
go ahead and get that.
Is Lenny Kane.
Lenny Kane. Lenny Kane is ill.
Lenny Kane.
Lenny Kane is ill. Yeah.
Kane makes nice things.
3 of his paintings in my home.
Yeah, man.
Hello.
Okay.
So go ahead, Kenny. Tell them where they can find you, bro.
Kendu _ Kenny L on the gram. Kenny Mickens on Facebook. Still trying to see the world.
Yeah.
It's a big place, a lot of blue water. And a lot of
at least you've already been to Egypt. Kemet.
Hey, you're gonna get there, dog. You're gonna get there.
Some of us are trying to get there, and they're trying to do the alien thing again.
Hey,
and again.
Give it I'm telling you, within the next couple of weeks, that thing gonna kind of fall back a little bit.
Hey man, from your lips, to the rest of the y'all. On that note, there shall be peace in every place you are. I don't know about Middle East and all that stuff, but everywhere you go, there shall be peace. How's about that? Yeah, everywhere. Yeah, is that a good?
Sure.
Okay. Well, look, we shall see you all again for another opinionated conversation on Opinionation.
Peace.